One thing I'm also very confused. Not enough shekels yet. One thing I'm also very confused is sometimes I can't even change the quality lower, and it depends like if I restart the stream or not, which is weird. Maybe just Twitch, being Twitch, but yeah, it's not the problem of Twitch. It's fucking companies, man. I used to work in one, and then I had some insight all the fucking monkey business they have over there. But there is a company that moving towards fiber. We got some areas that got fiber. The area I'm living in, which is a shithole, will probably never get. Now the upload is fine. The download got wrecked. It's like changing. The whole day the download was fine. The upload was getting disconnected. That's why I couldn't stream. Now the download is fucked, but the upload seems to be fine. But as you can see, it's like it's fine until it isn't, which is not normal. It's like it's not how it works. Oh wow. Oh shit, this is unexpected. This actually looks good. And the ISP, yeah. Oh shit, I gotta turn off the porno. I'm sorry. Don't shoot me. What's weird is that usually I run the stream at a very low quality just to see if I'm on or not because I've been having issues quite some time. Now I can't because it's at 720p and my internet is lagging. Its neighbor. That's the thing. We have one that runs on the DOCSIS 3.0 protocol, which is a cable internet, which is faster than the VDSL one. This one is VDSL, and they already have half a way done with the fiber connection. But from what I understood is that the investors are in debt, so they told the company, and they basically invested in this company. They said we're not gonna finish the fiber connection because well, it just costs too much money, and that's about it. And the cable company, they connect the whole block to one cable, and fucking dead. At first it was working fine. Later on, when everybody got connected to it, then there was serious issues, even worse than now. I mean, this connection was fine like 2 days ago. Just now something happened, but what's frustrating is that they point the fingers at each other. But obviously there's something wrong with the infrastructure. There's like 60 people calling them right now. Is there a headshot? I need to lower the sensitivity. Where is a headshot? Oh, there is. Okay. Historical districts, so you can build up to fiber without government problems. It is quite cheap. Yeah, our internet is. Oh, I forgot I could aim. I'm an idiot. Oh wow, look at that gun. It's all wobbly. Follow the board's instructions. Yeah. Oh yeah. Can I walk? No. That sound as if there's somebody. That thing. is tougher than the others. Like fuck, chill. Oh shit. It's like a mutated baby and a grown-up man, but his head is big, like a baby's head, in comparison to the body. What you gonna do, fucker? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh shit. Enemies drop health elements when damage collect health elements.
Something's coming. This threat.
1 gigabit for $4? I wish, man. Paying like 35, maybe 40 bucks a month.
Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Wait a minute.
Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
You should talk into. Whoa. Let me quickly check if I can monitor the stream real. Okay. I got a gun, which is 5. See it further into the bureau. Works good now? Okay. And we're gonna keep it that way. Oh, I like Hand Man. Brings me good spirits.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Seems like there's some kind of a spread. Charging. How do you like hide or something? Cover. Welcome to the oldest house. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. Guided into the building by the janitor Ati, Jesse finds the Korea Trench, the director of the Bureau, shot dead. She picks up the next to the body and is translocated to the astral plane. Strange board encourages her to bind the gun, an object of power called the service weapon. She succeeds, and the board informs her she is now the director. Service weapon. Named procedure. No unique procedure requires. The description for error utility. Can shoot faster. Yeah, I know. I was trying to aim. There is no cover mechanic. Bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to something. Subject must only be bound by individual seeking the role of. Object will determine whether If the rejected applicant is terminated, this process is dictated by though their criteria is unknown. Okay. Okay, background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room, now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis reforms throughout history. Caliber of Varunus straw, all weapons dead, their wielders. Objects of powers are the convergence of forces based on the collective and this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, see Dr. Darling present 11.1 for more details. It's kind of annoying, and then they will want me to read it again probably when they will show all the blacked out. There is a word for it. It's not blacked out. I forgot how it's called. Field research on his entity is corrupted security guard confidential. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The HISS was quick to take advantage of this fact. His guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump action shotguns and have no observed supernatural abilities, with the exception that certain HISS guards are protected by shielding of dense HISS censorship. Maybe, yeah. I think there was a different word for it in Phantom Doctrine. I don't remember though. Maybe even censorship. I don't know. By shielding of dense HISS resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged HISS corruption? As the HISS mature in organic hosts over time, more data is needed. Did the HISS target individuals with combat training? Does the HISS have the level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Fair to file BOOP for full report. Oh, cartoon time.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
It's weird, that guy looks like a familiar actor somewhere. This file. Pope Research Specialist by order of Director Jesse Faden. And that's her, right? So she, didn't she just become the director? Yeah, but I'm not sure that this is like reality right now. I don't know what this game is about. But it seems like she's like in a limbo of some sort. No? Oh, so those dots, life essence that I could have from the other dudes. It's regular USA. Wait a minute, that's me. Her, I don't know. Do you save? No, the game. Everything. You have infinite ammo, which charges, which is nice. Oh, wow.
The hotline. Secure line of
See,
communication.
there's a hanged dude at the end.
Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Lead further into the bureau.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
He has like access to some kind of astral I don't know. Presence. Isn't there another guy? Yes. Which? Yeah, there's some spread. Not necessarily affected by like sometimes it just can't hit the spread. It's not my aim. Enemies drop health elements when damaged. Collect health enemies to restore health. Okay. When you got it the first time, you're like, what the fuck, how and why? And then, that's why. Okay. Yeah, right now it's like, what the fuck is going on? I think I was just killing people. Did not seem like it. Oh. Welcome to the oldest house. Wait a minute. Missions. JC Faden arrives. Oh, wait a minute. Assets. This is the thing that I took right now. No, why was I reading mission? Oh, yeah, so wait a minute, when I came here had high enough clearance level. When I came here, noticed that there were no people, and now they're all floating. I'm actually undefined reading. You don't have clearance level. Okay, it says it. You pick it up? Okay, don't waste.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
This game foretold the coronavirus.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated...
Oh, that was violent. Wonder how this game looks with ray tracing. Where am I? Wait a minute. Supposed to... I came from there. Let's take a left here, right? Maybe I should kill all of them. I don't know. They might turn to... and trust floating people. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected UE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this. The malfunction clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. I need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these pages off for a bit. Anyway, we're on road Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Dud. Oh wait.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention. Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple...
God, what do you gonna have? No, I was curious. House memory. I actually got all those, I don't know how many Alan Wakes there was, but I never played them. and they're on Epic, so might play them in the future. So far, I'm digging this. This was a good choice for a game. I kind of did not what it was. I did not know what it was. 1.5 Alan Wake. Control.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
So she has,
That was contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
she's talking to somebody in her head or somebody that she sees it. Oh. Oh, nice. Hmm. Examination of paranatural topics, urban legends. Summary. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials and also dictate characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain BUP, confirmed by our own BUP, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proved that urban legends can even be artificially BUPed. Popular culture using BUP. Our bureau made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena being clear elements of popularized folklore, AWEs that only occur on boobs, pair of scissors that consume human boob through two punctures on the boob. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children; they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 493-642 full report. Second one is just a shooter. Okay. Federal Bureau of Control. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the phone. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. You here to see someone? You from New York City or just visiting? How do you find this place? Their answers are sufficiently harmless, and that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem booped, escort them to a private room. There perform the Gunnar's psychological assessment. If their response are within the acceptable range of see the provided scoring sheet, then boop immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Execute immediately. I noticed there's some kind of a interesting blur and then zooms like sharpens in when you look at pictures. It's really weird. It's like level of details kind of roll settings. I don't like this color. Guy has a gun. Wait a minute. Corridor here. Could jump down, I guess. Oh shit, what is that? Triangle. Is there such... Oh shit. What the hell was that? Like some kind of a slut dude.
Must control points. An enemy.
Is that supposed to jump down here?
It's ready.
Looks like there was another way.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me.
It's some kind of a weapon loadout? What is that? Send.
Me fix it.
Health. Send. Health recovery. Recovery per element pick. I think I'm gonna take instead. Oh, I just realized that the stairs don't lead anywhere. Oh, I was supposed to jump because there's nothing back up there. Really weird. Yep.
Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you
Interact with cleanse control points to fully restore health. I didn't see what was the
sane?
Oh, so we need to like
Talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
clear these spots, I guess.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Did I?
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Oh, wait a minute. No, you can't make any choices.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the Hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the Hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the Hiss out.
He was so proud about the naming stuff. Now it's a... Oh. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by BOOP detection of an obstructed ping using the BOOP within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctions or boopties, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole. The testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be booped. Refer to file 725.788 for Is this building something special? Like, what is this fucking building? There's a bunch of nonsense terminology, just deal with it. Yeah. Exactly how I feel. Seeing that weird line.
has burrowed.
Bill's research on his entity, his corrupted agent, confidential. The his manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. Most common and least intense. Least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in localizing the strange conditions ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or they are preparing to enter their next stage of evolution. When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file book for full report.
Too deep. Ripping it out.
It's supposed to be like
rips them
that.
apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan,
No.
Jesse.
Oh. Precision. This is a camera. Fuck. Big box. It's locked. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside of the building. Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks to foreign plant matter. Interesting. Suddenly, I don't have this to my gun. Is that something that I can do? No. Yeah, I need to go and talk to her. I understand that, but I'm curious. It seems like everything else is. Locked. Oh shit, there we go. Oh, that was considered like a safe zone. Wait a minute. Director's office, and then I used an elevator, no? Doesn't work. Okay, let's go talk to her. Oh, so the mumbling comes from these floaty bodies.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
So don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Known caller. Sent. Known caller Emily instructs Jesse to find the hotline, an object of power in the form of an old telephone. Understand the messages that director trying to communicate with her. They hope he can provide insight into the Hiss invasion. Feels only person you should self.
The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs that the hotline should be in the communications department.
Talk to them.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
Also, whoever is in her head, or
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
seems like came from the outside. What? Projectile spread -8. Wait a minute. What's the difference then? To shatter. You know what's weird about the clearance level? I'm the fucking director. How is that make sense? How did I? Oh. Oh, it's like showing me where to go. Listen, I know you can't control the building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. Oh, so that's what they were talking about. At first I was like, shifts, like shifts in people shifting, you know, first shift, second shift, but they keep saying building shifts, and the building actually shifts. Level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace, shitter. You can bring it back, at least find out where it went. You guys. The hell? I was curious. There an end to it? Okay. Element here. Yeah, it's very detailed. At first, her movement, like when I was doing this in the entrance, felt weird. Now it kind of suits it. I mean, it's a bit weird how she glides, but she has some weight to her. You get used to it, and it feels alright. Wait a minute, what? Here. Okay. Oh, she's sitting here. Need to go to the other side. Oh, I just noticed all the cameras. I saw that camera over there that was looking at us. This camera is watching me. Just where am I supposed to? Definitely not back, right? Even though I did have a... Like, there is a way back. Oh, there is a way through the director's office. Is there actually a door in his, There's a path. Enter the communication department. Let's see, there's... Let's try... Oh. Fast travel. Checking her out. Oh, maybe the that jail cell, whatever. Check the Oh, wait a minute, I jumped from above. Right, there it is. There we go.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Energy recovery. Let's see what enemies face that. Is that the janitor? We have firefighters. Oh, I saw some. Can you switch sides? Left and right? Seize, switch weapon. Field launch, evade, control. Is evade. Toggle side, right. It's nice. I love that more games actually use that. Because old games don't do that. Have that in Escape from Tarkov as well. don't expect this one to have it, but travel costs. Week 3 report. Visited the following: Nevada Accommodation, Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditure. Wow. Meals are more expensive than gasoline. I do wonder if a motel called Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. Hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget at 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. Agent Lee L. Hines. Poison research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is... Avoid modern technology. Load speed. Minibar? Yeah, the minibar was also expensive.
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. You'll feel that.
They're full damage? Wait a minute. His barrier. His resonance field is a physical impediment that is defined. His barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2. Destroy the His entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size, density from other unconnected sources of His resonance without the ability to draw. Oh, wait a minute. They're unconnected sources of His resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an active structure made of His resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the His? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the His? What degree is it watching and planning? Prepare the file. Oop. Usually these type of games, in the end, you're probably the source of all problems. Yeah. Can't find your office. Watch your step. Oh, that's cool. Really cool. That's gonna say that? Oh man, why? Should have left it that way. Let's stay that way. I wonder if there. What engine is this? I wonder if there are some tweaks to this. There's some serious lag. And I still haven't gotten the phone back. Get level 1 firefighter. Please be aware, Federal Bureau of Control, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area stability has been downgraded to yellow. Green stable, yellow low possibility of anticipated building shifts, orange high likelihood of anticipated, red frequent anticipated building shift. Oh, okay. At first I thought it was Hedin saying that, but then I saw it was Yukix and I realized. Level 1 firefighter. I'm number 1 firefighter. Okay. Seems like the internet went to shit. Again. Streaming at 500 bitrate. I hope they're gonna slow down with all these. Will tire me eventually. Havana, an auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. 2 deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Wow. Speed is like down to 200 bitrate. I think we might just tune in tomorrow because this is horrible. This is not even going back. Okay, it's going back now. 700. Yeah, I think we will continue tomorrow because my internet is dying. And hopefully, I don't think they're gonna call me back now, but I'm gonna try and call them tomorrow morning because this is fucking annoying. But yeah, we will continue tomorrow morning. Something approximately like 9 hours. And I guess I'm probably gonna be streaming this for the whole day. If the internet gods allow it. So you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, it really just shit itself. Wait a minute, I think it's saved, right?